I didn't see that coming. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna have to completely skip the overview because there's a pretty big twist in here that pretty much flips everything from both this season and the previous season upside down. Just when you thought you knew everything, turns out you know nothing. So, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty shocking episode, and we have a lot to talk about. Like, this summary is it's long. It's very long. There's a lot of exposition, so let's not waste any time. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Anything Animation, including humanity survival against the Titans, as well as TV and movies and anime. I'm your local anime fan and host of Animation Station, Jackson Small. Welcome back to Attack on August. This is Season 2, Episode 6 of Attack on Titan, aka Episode 31, titled Warrior. Straight into summary, no overview, because we just gotta talk about the twists in the actual summary. So, here we go. A steady rain begins to fall as the scout regiment regroups atop Wall Rose. An unconscious Ymir is on a stretcher and carefully raised to the top of the wall. Like I said in the last review, she's not dead. Eren asks about her conditioning. Keiji, however you pronounce that, informs them that her right limbs are missing and her internal organs are scrambled, injuries which would render a normal person dead. Thankfully, she's not a normal person. Eren helps Reiner reach the top of the wall as Historia speaks with Section Commander Hanji, insisting that Ymir is not a threat to humanity despite keeping her Titan powers hidden for so long. Hanji is open to the possibility of allegiance with Ymir because, well, she's already allied with Eren, noting that her knowledge of the Titans would be an invaluable asset, which she's right on. Hanji asks if Historia is indeed from the Rice family, as she claims, a family of nobles in the interior, and Historia states that is the truth. The two approach Moblit and Nifa, who are watching over Ymir, and Moblit, however you pronounce that, informs them that Ymir is comatose but appears to be healing from her wounds, slowly but surely. Hanji plans for Ymir to be sent to Trost District for further medical attention, while the scouts continue on their plan to locate and seal the breach in Wall Rose. Elsewhere on the wall, Reiner is overcome with stress over his encounter with the Titan within Uthgard, the one that nearly ripped his arm off. He explains that this is his second near-death experience in the Scout Regiment, recalling with Armin when he was nearly killed by the female Titan's grip during that 57th Exterior Scouting mission. You know, the one that led to all Levi's squad getting murdered. Reiner worries that he will soon be dead at this rate, a soldier's life wearing down his mind faster than his body. Eren acknowledges that both Reiner and Bertolt have been away from their hometown for a long while, and his stress is understandable. Bertolt becomes strangely enthusiastic, encouraging Reiner that they should return to their hometown soon. Reiner agrees, though Eren and Armin are confused by the sudden turn in the conversation. I smell a twist coming. Nearby, Connie joins the others atop the wall and informs Mikasa and Sasha of the situation Reiner and Ymir are in. Hanji assures them that Ymir will be dealt with and that a deployment of scouts will soon be sent to investigate Connie's village. In the meantime, the mission is to seal the wall, and it should be their primary focus. As Hanji worries over the probable Titan issue, Captain Hans and the Garrison Advance Squad arrive with news of the breach situation. However, when Hans ascends the wall, he informs the scouts present that there's no hole in the wall of Trost to Krilva. Yeah, in other words, there's no breach, but yet Titans got in. We're gonna get an answer soon enough. But for now, it's just it's a shocking revelation. Armin insists that they had found Titans within Wall Rose's territory, and Eren asks if Hans was drunk during the search. I mean, knowing Hans, that's not a bad question to ask. Accepting these strange circumstances, Hanji announces that the scouts will depart for Trost District, and Hans bids Eren, Mikasa, and Armin farewell. While the others depart with confusion, Reiner calls Eren aside to talk. While Hanji and Moblit discuss the possibility of a Titan that could dig beneath the wall, that's a pretty scary thing to think about, Reiner pulls Eren to the side and nonchalantly tells him that 5 years ago, he and Bertolt began an attack on the walls to wipe out the human race, with the reveal that Reiner is the Armored Titan and Bertolt is the Colossal Titan. Yes, the two characters that Eren trusted the most out of everyone in his squad, aside from his own friends Mikasa and Armin, are both Titans. Yeah, you can see this isn't going to end well. Both Eren and Bertolt are confused by Reiner's sudden revelation, but Reiner continues to say that their goal was to exterminate humanity, but this aspect of their mission is no longer necessary. Reiner promises that if Eren comes with him and Bertolt, the walls will be left alone. Yeah, I'm just going to call bullshit, and this is just him talking out of his ass. Eren asks Reiner where he plans to take him, and Reiner explains that it could be considered his hometown. If Eren agrees to go with them, Reiner promises that the Titan crisis will be averted. Mikasa watches the conversation from a distance as Armin calls out to the others. Eren looks up at the sky with exhaustion, thinking to himself that his mind was already racing the previous day. 12 hours earlier, in Aramik district, Hanji had explained the details of Sasha's message to the other scouts, the one that we saw her deliver in the previous episode. The files acquired contained information on Annie Leonhardt's background, revealed that 2 other cadets originated from the same region she claimed to come from, Reiner and Bertolt. Further records revealed that during the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission, both Reiner and Bertolt possessed false information about Eren's location in the scouting formation, the details claiming that Eren was in the right flank, when in reality he was positioned in the center rear of the formation. Amir realizes that the female Titan attacked from the right flank, suggesting that one of the 2 may have passed information on to Annie. Eren remained skeptical, and Hanji admitted that this information alone was not enough to confirm conspiracy. I mean, fair enough, but at the same time, that sounds pretty clear-cut. Asking for further information, both Eren and Armin said that while Reiner and Bertolt claimed to be from the same hometown, the 2 did not speak with Annie much. Sasha said that Annie often ate alone, though she did have a secret craving for sweets. Mikasa could not think of any useful information, unfortunately. Eren insisted, though, that Bertolt was a quiet one. Reiner acted as a big brother of sorts for the other cadets. While Armin recounted Reiner's courage in facing the female Titan, he realized that the female only changed its direction in the search for Eren after Reiner escaped from its grip. At Hanji's inquiry, Armin realizes that Eren's location had only become a matter of discussion during the scouting mission when Reiner asked about him, and Armin realized that while in the female Titan's grip, Reiner must have carved Eren's true location into Annie's hand. Addressing all of the scouts present, Hanji gave orders for everyone to feign ignorance about Reiner and Bertholt's true identities until the 2 of them could be confronted underground, and under no circumstances would Annie be mentioned around them. With the matter settled, the scouts set forth for Utgard. So this is literally the conversation that they had right before they set out for Utgard to save Connie and the other recruits. Pretty scary to think about. Atop Wall Rose, Eren dismisses Reiner's words, claiming that he is exhausted, and Bertolt agrees with him. Eren goes on to point out the absurdity of Reiner asking for Eren to come with him after revealing his Titan identity. Reiner agrees with Eren, wondering if he really has gone crazy. As Eren walks away, the wind picks up and a flagpole shatters, sending the flag down the wall. The other scouts stop to look back at the others, and Reiner remains silent as sunlight peeks through the clouds. Mikasa keeps a hand on her blade ready to strike. Reiner openly regrets the past 3 years he has spent surrounded by idiots, claiming that he and his comrades had once been clueless children. If he had not heard of the others within the walls, he claims he would not have become a half-assed piece of shit. As Reiner's mind breaks, he removes the sling around him and exposes his wound. As he uses his Titan powers to heal himself, he says that he will face the consequences of his actions and stay true to his duty as a warrior. Thus where the name of the episode comes from. Bertolt panics, asking Reiner if they are really acting now, and Reiner says that the time has come and moves to capture Eren. Mikasa springs forward, cutting into Reiner's arms as he defended himself and slicing Bertholt's neck open. She tells Eren to run as she goes for a killing blow at Bertolt, but Reiner shoves her from the wall while Eren watches in shock. The scouts rush to Eren's aid, and Armin tells them to escape, but Eren can only watch helplessly as energy begins to surround the 2 warriors. Bursts of energy explode atop the wall, knocking everyone back as the Armored Titan and Colossal Titan emerge in the chaos. The Armored Titan takes Eren in its hand, while the Colossal Titan grabs Ymir as Historia cries out. The Armored Titan descends Wall Rose with Eren in its grip, and Eren tearfully thinks back to the days of their training together. Bitterly accepting that his 2 friends are nothing more than traitors to humanity, Eren transforms into his Titan form, escaping the grip of Reiner, and lets out a roar as he prepares to battle with Reiner using the rage he feels from Betrayl as a catalyst. I add that little extra part, but yeah, the titular Clash of the Titans is about to begin, if you can't already tell, and it's pretty freaking crazy. So, shout out to David Matrenga and Robert McCollum as Reiner and Berthold. Yes, Berthold's voiced by Todoroki. That's pretty funny. Oh, we also have some trivia for this episode. In the dub during the flashbacks to episode 17, where everyone is figuring out Berthold and Reiner's treachery, Reiner asks Armin, so where the hell do you think he is? But in the actual episode, he asks, then where exactly are they supposed to be? The show just trying to be extra edgy, I guess. When Mikasa attacks Reiner, he gets blood all over him and his right hand is cut off, though unlike in the manga, his hand is not seen. When he rams Mikasa off the wall, his right hand is shown undamaged and there is no blood on him, where her blade protrudes from his left hand. When he and Berthold start to transform, he's bloody again and missing the right hand. This error is corrected in the Blu-ray release. I honestly didn't even realize that was an animation error. Guess I was just too shocked from the twist to really pay attention to that, but yeah, apparently the original part of this episode had an animation error. So yeah, Eren exploded that Titan's hand when he transformed to his own Titan form, beginning their fight. Alright, final thoughts. One of the most shocking reveals of the season is both Reiner and Berthold are unveiled as Titans, leading to the scouts all turning on them, especially Eren, who's deeply hurt by their betrayal as he turns into his own Titan form and punches into the titular clash that the arc is named after. Needless to say, it's another pretty damn great episode. Yeah, this one's pretty great. Like, I did not even see the twist coming, even though I should have known it was coming because, well, the Armored and Reiner have the same hair. I don't know how I didn't recognize that, but yeah, it definitely shocked me, and it's a pretty damn good episode. So, with all that said, final verdict for Warrior is another 9 out of 10. Yes, the second one in a row. Because this is when the season's starting to pick up, because now we are officially past the halfway point. We only have 6 more episodes to go, and thankfully for you, we still have 1 more episode to review today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day. And I'll see you guys next time for Season 2, Episode 7, aka Episode 32, of Attack on Titan, Close Combat.